And Meg is here now with sports, and quite the game at Rexall Place tonight. And the Oilers had a chance to spoil things for their opponent.
Yes, they did. A victory tastes even sweeter when it's the Battle of Alberta. The Calgary Flames needed every point they can get if they want a chance at making the postseason. The Oilers came to play.
As we welcome Mr. Paul Oriole as he sings "O Canada."
Yes, Paul Lorio announced his retirement earlier this week after 30 years with the Oilers. Now let's get to it. Devin Dubnyk gets caught and leaves Olli Jokinen with a wide-open net, but he makes it over just in time. That's the save of the year. Completely robs Jokinen. Nearing the end of the first, Andrew Cogliano and Magnus Piarvi on the 2-on-1, and Piarvi gets his own rebound, 1-0 Oilers. Second period, Flames power play. Jarome Iginla wires one from the point. It's a tie game. A few minutes later, Teemu Hartikainen finally gets his break, and it's his first NHL goal. He's actually the 9th Oiler to get his first goal this season. Oilers shorthanded to end the period. Colin Fraser and Ryan Jones on the 2-on-1. He shoots, and it's his first goal in 51 games. Oilers up 3-1 going into the third. The Oilers are on fire. Ryan Jones steps up, nets his 17th of the year. Oilers up 4-1. Now in the Calgary man advantage, Jarome Iginla working the point again, and he snipes 4-2. From bad to worse, now Jim Vandermeer turns it over. Curtis Glencross makes it 4-3. 2 minutes to hold on to the lead. Former Oiler Steve Staios spoils for the Oilers. It's 4-4. They're going to need overtime, and that settles nothing, so off to the shootout. The only goal that we see comes from this man here. It's Alex Tanguay, and he'll win it for Calgary. The Oilers blew the 3-goal lead and eventually the game in a 5-4 shootout loss. Only 17 shots on net for the Oil the entire game. Calgary gets 2 desperately needed points.
It would have been easy to quit there when it was 4-1. Everything was going their way. They'd worked hard, and we knew they were going to compete hard, and we knew they wanted to knock us off. But nobody quit. We haven't quit all year, and that's a huge win.
Good reason for the Oilers' chief scout, Stu McGregor, to be in Red Deer tonight. He's trying to figure out if Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a better draft pick than Swede defenseman Adam Larsson. Talk about a tough decision. Game 2, Rebs and Edmonton Oil Kings, and who gets the scoring started? It's Nugent-Hopkins with his 14th goal in the last 9 games. Another great feed from Andre Kaderna. Late first, Rebs catch John Gronheid looking the wrong way, and Dalton Seawack stuffs it past the pads. It's 2-zip. Oil Kings respond very quick after. Off the forecheck, Dylan Ruck spots Jordan Hickmott. He steps around Darcy Kemper. We've got a 1-goal game. Stayed that way until late in the second, and the Oil Kings on the power play.
And now they're having trouble here. Shorthanded opportunity. Oh, they score! Break it out.
A backbreaker by the Rebels. Edmonton, all kinds of trouble down low, and Adam Kambeitz is there to make them pay. 3-1 now. Oil Kings didn't muster much after that. Justin Weller all by himself, and he makes good. He steps out of the sin bin and beats Groenheid with the backhand. 4-1 Rebs. The Oil Kings got worked over. David Steffens hit hard. He did get up, but the best move of the night was the linesman as he takes down Keegan Lowe. 5-1 the final series, 2-0 Red Deer. Brett Ferguson 3 assists as Red Deer shows their dominance heading into Rexall for Game 3 Monday. But first, back to Red Deer.
We absolutely dominated the second half of that game, and that's how we should be playing this whole series. Obviously, we're not confident in the fact that we haven't been able to put together a 60-minute effort, but we're confident in the fact that when we do, it's going to be downright scary.
Obviously, we didn't get the result we wanted to. I think we battled hard, but we need to find another level.
Does it make a big difference going back to home ice?
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to get the line matchups we want. Playing at home, everybody will be sleeping in their own bed, stuff like that. So everybody's looking forward to going home.
An ugly injury in LA today. The Kings will be without Andrzej Kopitar for a long while after he snapped his ankle. The Slovenian went down awkwardly versus Colorado. He'll be out 6 weeks when the Kings season will most likely be over. The University Cup semi-final, Alberta Bears versus McGill Redmond. Alberta needed to win by 4 to make the final. Early chances, yes, but no red lights. Bears working the body as well. Ian Bartow with this textbook hip check, but it's 2 minutes for tripping. And so the all-important first goal goes to McGill. Curtis Muka comes way out, and there's Francis Vereau-Paul with a wide-open net. And they got the next one, too, before Alberta got going. What a feed. From Greg Gardner to Derek Ryan, the backhand finds the net, and the Bears are within one, but really down 5. Next goal would be a huge one, and McGill got it. 5-on-3 power play. Big blast beats Muka. The Redmen up 3-1. Now 4-1 McGill, late second. Alberta bounce in front, ends up on the stick of Chad Klassen in his final game for the program. The expression says it all. Good to see Alberta fans still appreciating the effort. The Bears' task today, just too much, but at least they got the last one. The final ever CIS goal for Derek Ryan. A couple of smiles there as the Bears bow out 6-3. Let's go curling now. Saskatchewan skip Amber Holland and Team Canada at the Worlds versus China in today's semifinal. Bingyu Wang double takeout in the first for 2. 4-3 Canada in 7. Holland the perfect weight to get her the deuce. Canada up 6-3. Now 6-5 Canada in 10. Holland shows her mettle with the angle raised takeout, throwing a victory over Denmark in the early 3-4 game, and she'll go on for gold tomorrow versus Sweden. Holland stole 3 in the 11th to beat the Danes. Hoop dreams aplenty at Harry Ainley today. Some of Edmonton's best amateur talent showed up for the showcase, their game for the Edmonton Energy. There's Jordan Baker from the U of A. The open tryout, a great chance for locals to impress and maybe, just maybe, continue their careers at the pro level.
But the key for you guys today, I think we're hoping, that there is 4 players out there that could potentially play at this level. We're going to invite them to our main camp, and they'll either have a roster spot with us or potentially land on another IBL team.
Energy opened their season May 13th in Albany, New York. And finally, you may have seen a big old red and white truck in Mill Woods today, and here's why. 29 years after he scored to beat the Soviets in Game 8 of the Summit Series, Paul Henderson and everything to do with the famous goal is traveling the nation.
I think the mystique of it, when the jersey sells for $1.27 million, like I've said, it's a little embarrassing. The sweater's worth more than my home is.
Remember it being 5-3 going into the third, but Howie Meeker hadn't given up hope. He said that the Canadians could still do it.
Henderson also scored the winner in Game 6 and 7.
It's a nice little visit for Edmontonians today. We love our hockey, so.
And you wouldn't believe